also remember, don't believe what I'm saying in this video. This video is all for entertainment purposes.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
Me know say you love me.
To take us out of the unprecedented crisis we are now facing. What they got was pure theatre. Parliament became a pantomime. If the people wanted drama, they could go to the little theatre or centre stage. But they were here in Parliament. The people want real answers to the problems facing them. The Minister of Finance says we're doing well. That is a fantasy. Who are the we of which he is speaking? Not the people in my constituency, not the people in East Rural St. Andrew or the people in Southeast St. Elizabeth. Only a few, the well-connected and the fortunate, are making money and living well. Many Jamaicans are living hand to mouth. They can't pay the bills. They are feeling the burdens of an economy pressured by 2 years of COVID-19 and now the Russia-Ukraine war. That is their reality. Madam Speaker, there's no balance in our society. We have a deeply unequal society, still divided into the haves and have-nots. The budget presented by the government will perpetuate and indeed worsen that inequality. The pandemic has severely impacted the world economy, and Jamaica was not spared. Having suffered a decline in real GDP of over 10% in 2020, we have not yet fully recovered the lost ground. The main economic legacy of the pandemic has been a spike in inflation. This has been caused by various factors, including increased world demand for goods versus services, supply chain disruptions affecting world trade, and geopolitical tensions affecting world commodity prices, including oil and gas, but also many other commodities. The reality is that Jamaica is now facing a major onslaught from the effects of the war in Ukraine and the sanctions imposed on Russia. Russia is a major exporter of oil and gas, and the price of oil has rocketed to over $100 a barrel. JPS, the Jamaica Public Service Company, has already warned of higher electricity costs. Indeed, Jamaica Public Service has called for a national response and is suggesting that the government suspends the taxes on fuel and the GCT on electricity sales to give paying customers some relief during this period. Motorists, taxi drivers, and other transport operators are already seeing massive increases in the cost of gas at the pump. Last Thursday, our shadow spokesperson for Finance, MP Julian Robinson, in an excellent and revealing presentation, showed that the ex-refinery price of gas has increased by some 60% in the 12 months through to February 2022. He also showed the massive hikes in basic food prices over the last 12 months, graphically using charts. The conflict between Ukraine and Russia will make things even worse for Jamaicans. Russia and Ukraine are major producers of grains, and the prices of wheat, corn, and other grains are already flying through the roof, and so many other products rely on those basics, including all baked products. Ukraine and Russia are also major suppliers of agricultural fertilizers and chemicals to the entire world. This means that food production around the world will be seriously affected. Sadly, the high inflation that consumers have endured over the past year is only going to get worse. Jamaicans will face higher prices for basic food items, for electricity, for water, because of the high electricity content in the production of water, and of course, transportation. This tidal wave of higher prices will flow through to other items as well. Madam Speaker, mothers will struggle to feed their children. More children will face hunger and malnutrition. Even those who are working will not be able to make ends meet. For the working poor, their meager salaries will not stretch far enough to cover the price increases. So very dark days are ahead for our people, Madam Speaker. The country is indeed on the brink of a deep crisis. This budget that has been tabled by the government has very few real solutions to this crisis. It is clear that the budget was put together without a strategic response to protect Jamaicans from the economic fallout of the war in Ukraine. It reminds me of the budget of March 2020, 2 years ago, which did not account for the impact of COVID and had to be substantially overhauled by a supplementary budget about 2 months later. While this budget is based on a fantasy, the Jamaican people live in reality. They have to face a crisis head-on as they try to feed their families and pay their bills. At this time, reality demands that the government cushion the crisis and gives our people some ease from the heavy burdens. There is nothing in this budget that will give protection to the people who need it most. The government has not protected the people from what they will be facing. The government has no meaningful provisions to protect them from the onslaught of higher prices that are coming. We demand that more be done to ease the burdens on the Jamaican people. Madam Speaker, the Minister of Finance is more worried about appeasing the credit rating agencies and the capital markets than providing relief for the suffering people of Jamaica. The Jamaican people must be our priority. Prime Minister, please make the people your priority and cushion the crisis. We can always recover lost ground in our effort to lower debt when the crisis has passed. Last week, Tuesday, the Minister beat his chest and colleagues on that side beat their desks as he announced that there will be no new taxes. I say to the people of Jamaica, do not be fooled by the hype. The government plans to collect $99 billion more in taxes this coming fiscal year than the year just ending. $99 billion more taxes from the people. Imagine, this is happening in a year when many have not recovered from the COVID recession and many more are facing hunger and sufferation from the effects of the war in Ukraine. $99 billion more in taxes, Madam Speaker. This is unconscionable in a time like this. We believe, Madam Speaker.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
People, uno see say, me never tell a lie. Ariana, why you think me so excited? Uno hear the detail. This was in the crisis of the Ukraine war, you know, in its inception, you know. Mark Golding was already warning the people of Jamaica that the present state of the economy, you know, that we're facing right now, you know. When me really listen to Marky G statement a while ago, ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me that Nigel Clark position that he was in Jamaica was always, or let me say always. It's either it was always or at some point in the middle of him being the Minister of Finance. He decided, listen, I want to go to greener pastures. I have different ambitions. And I believe, this is my opinion, I believe, based on what I just heard from Mark Golding and all the other evidence that is out there about Nigel Clark partnership with Andrew Jones, I believe Nigel Clark used his position as Minister of Finance as a stepping stone, an audition to the IMF to gain the position in IMF. I believe that's all it is. And that is why he was not afraid to take care of the bigger heads there. You understand? The big people and the big corporation them, they're never afraid to take care of them. And them are the one who move the needle, innit? Right? That's just my opinion. Nigel Clark, according to the prophet and the prophetess, all I know are associated with Andrew Jones. You better repent. Yeah, man. Repent, yeah? You know what to do to Jamaican people. Judgment is very, very near for all I know. All I know. The people over there in the street were associated with the Andrew Jones empire. And then the communities, I don't know what going on, I don't know what man do. Repent. Cover on the family, cover on the kids. God's judgment now go down, man. You understand? God's judgment will be televised. We are gonna see it, man. We are gonna see it. I tell you, the world is watching it. Oh, as a matter of fact, that reminds me. Somebody sent me something on WhatsApp. I think God have done it. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Father, only you know, yeah, man. Only you know. What is? Alright, you know what you are getting at that? That's a 7-minute video. That one there too deep. You can't play them something on YouTube. They will lock me down. Anyway, I forgot upon some different website for that one there. I have to share this before I go, people. Wanna bear with me, yeah? I really appreciate the patience. I appreciate the rocking out with me. Trust me. You guys have no idea. The 100 other one over there. Seeing with us. Besides, say, a Bolo and all this stuff tonight. You could have it anywhere else. Feel me I deal with. You don't know what I feel like. So I really appreciate it. Yeah? Trust me when I tell you that. I really appreciate you guys. No joke. Alright? Yeah, man. Let me find out something here real quick and show you what time it is, car. Nigel Clark. Andrew Oldness. Boy, I tell you, I know say, you're not just a puppet, you know. But, Regine, you're not going to held responsible. You understand? Because you have a choice to join righteousness or move away from it, you know. You feel me?